Hello, magical people. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Meg Moonbeam, and today I'm happy to be sharing with you all about the astrology of my personal most favorite month of the year, and that is October. Happy almost October 2025 to you all. I love spooky season, everything Halloween. I am a crazy Scorpio. My birthday is October 30th, the day before Halloween. So I love this time of year in the Northern Hemisphere when it is spooky ooky. We've got Thanksgiving, Canadian Thanksgiving. We've got Halloween. I just love the energy of it. So happy birthday to all my fellow October Scorpios and October Libras. Of course, we are in Libra season for most of the month. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing on the collective astrology of the month. We're also going to go through each of the 12 signs, sun, moon, and rising sign horoscopes for the month of October 2025. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Please remember to press the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, share this video if you would like to. It really supports the growth of this channel, and I really appreciate everyone's support. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or check out any of my offerings, those are all available in the description box of this video. And also want to mention in particular, let me bring this up here. I am so happy and proud of my husband Jens, who has just within the past couple days launched this new 14 days to a higher vibration course. The link is in the description box of this video, and Jens has been putting so much time, like the past year, I think it's been a year, into this course all about how to raise your vibration. It's the production quality is going to blow your mind, you guys, and the amount that you get for the price of the course is amazing. So congratulations, Yenzi. And there is a discount code 50% off until October 7th if you use code 14day. So go check that out. And we love our Sagittarians out there with their high perspectives and wisdom like Jens. Thank God for the Saggies. So October is definitely a very different energy than September. We have just come from, well, I'm actually filming this on Thursday, September 25th. So some of you may still be in the month of September, as you're watching this video. Some of you will already be in October when you watch this video. September's been a crazy ass month. Okay, we had very intense eclipse season. And as we enter October 2025, we are in a post-eclipse energy, kind of like the hangover after eclipses, if you will. And really the 2 to 3 weeks after an eclipse, we're still integrating the energies. We're still in the influence of that eclipse season. So really all of October, we can still feel the influences, the activations, the letting go, transformation of what we've gone through in this past eclipse season. If you haven't checked out my Virgo solar eclipse video and my Pisces lunar eclipse video, you can still go watch those here on my YouTube, Rumble, and X channels, because wherever those eclipses happened in your charts is actually a highlighted area of life in the lunar eclipses case for the next 6 months, in the solar eclipses case for the whole next year. So definitely check that out. So yeah, in October, we are in the energy of Libra season as well as Scorpio season. We're going to kind of take the transits, go through some of the main transits of the month, talk about the lunations, look at the chart of the full moon, the new moon, and then go through each of the 12 signs, also pull some tarot cards as well. So do we have any October Libras or October Scorpios in the house? Let me know. So we are in Libra season from October 1st all the way until October 21st. And of course, we just had the start of Libra season on September 22nd, which actually the start of Libra season is the autumn equinox in the Northern Hemisphere. So we're emerging into Libra season. We begin to step out of the intensity of September's eclipse season, and the energy will start to ease. Okay. But in saying that, there's still some very intense things going on, which I will let you guys know about. For most of this Libra season, from October 1st to October 21st, all of the outer planets will be retrograde. Pluto will be going direct, though. We'll talk about that. That's going to be on October 13th. So thank God, yay, Pluto's going direct. Very good for all our Scorpios and for all of us, actually. So with many planets still retrograde in the month of October, outer planets, we are continuing a major theme of a deep collective clearing of the past. The sun in Libra rules relationships, connections, commitments, beauty, justice, and balance. The sun is in its fall position in Libra. This season can be challenging when it comes to balancing our personal identity and desires with our relationships with others. Are we in balance with ourselves? Do we have harmony in our relationships? If not, why? And what do we need to shift? On October 7th, we're going to experience a full moon at 14 degrees of Aries, and this is going to be a very empowering lunation. Aries is a fire sign that is associated with action, leadership, and passion. And with Mars, the dispositor of this full moon in Aries on October 6th, 7th, depending on where you are in the world, Mars at home in Scorpio, this is going to make this a very powerful full moon in Aries. This moon will have a flavor of big intensity to it. There will be a big focus on releasing karmic relationships or commitments that no longer serve us, especially with the South Node conjunct Venus. This theme is amplified by the sun in Libra, the sign that rules relationships. So very big theme this month, you guys, is we're in Libra season, the sign that rules relationships. We're going to be having Venus opposite the North Node. Forgot to write on my slide there. Sorry, you guys, forgive me. Venus conjunct the South Node on October 4th. A lot of committed relationships ending, breakups, divorce, karmic relationship releases, but a lot of new commitments and relationships that serve us for our highest good beginning as well. So let me know in the comments what's going on with all y'all with relationships. I've been definitely having that as a theme personally, some major committed relationships coming to a close, a chapter ending, and beautiful new ones beginning as well. So full moon in Aries, October 6th and 7th, new moon at 28 degrees of Libra on October 21st. This is a particularly intense new moon as we are going to be on the cusp of Scorpio season by that time. Scorpio season, of course, is our time in the Western astrological calendar of death and renewal. The new moon in Libra on October 21st will be in square to Pluto, which could stir up intense relationship dynamics. Part of the collective challenge during this time may be that we are all going through a dark night of the soul, healing and transforming. How do we hold space for others while also holding space for ourselves during such a powerful time? Very important for us to remember to, one of my favorite sayings, put your life vest on before helping others. Also remember that birds of a feather flock together. So who we surround ourselves with, we become. Okay. Who you surround yourself with as influences are as far as you will go in life. A very wise shaman said that to me one time. What are you attracting in life? So very much about the Libra energy. There's many aspects this month with Venus, the ruler of Libra. So we start off the month, October 1st, Mercury square Jupiter. October 4th, as I said, Venus conjunct the South Node in an opposition to the North Node. Very big, fated changes to relationships. October 6th, 7th, depending on where you are in the world, full moon in Aries, and Mercury enters Scorpio. Mars is already in Scorpio. Mercury is going to enter Scorpio. The sun is going to enter Scorpio. October 22nd. Shout out to all my fellow Scorpios. It's going to get creepy up in here and even more intense. Okay. And Scorpio, yes, it can be a scary sign because it rules the shadow aspects of life. but also is a beautiful sign in terms of release, letting go, empowerment, going really deep into subjects, revealing secrets that have been hidden. There can be a lot of good aspects to Scorpio. And I am really excited about the Scorpio season starting on October 22nd because we have Jupiter currently exalted in Cancer, going to be making beautiful trine aspects to all these placements in Scorpio over the course of the next couple months. So Scorpio season starts on October 22nd. And yeah, it's a magical time of year when the veils between the worlds are very thin and there's heightened sensitivity in both the collective and in our personal lives. So I'm actually excited by this Scorpio season. Last Scorpio season, we had very intense aspects all at the same time. I actually like the energy of the Scorpio season a lot. There will be intensity though. So yeah, October 7th, Mercury square Pluto. October 8th, one of the luckiest days of the month, Venus sextile Jupiter, the two benefics in very positive aspect. October 11th, Venus opposite Saturn. October 13th, woohoo, Venus enters Libra, one of her two home signs. Pluto goes direct and Venus opposition to Neptune. So this month we've got Venus at home in Libra as of October 13th, Mars at home in Scorpio, the divine feminine and divine masculine planets in home signs. Yes, Larry, balance, very much about balance. We are really gaining more balance, clarity about our relationships, who we're attracting in life, what kind of people we want to have around us, our personal divine masculine and divine feminine sides as well. Moving on to mid-month, October 14th, Venus trine Uranus, Venus trine Pluto. Guys, notice all the Venus aspects. Linda says sexy time on October 13th. There, this whole month of October, you guys, Mars is in Scorpio. Okay, and Pluto goes direct. So, yeah, there can be some very nice sexy time this month, actually. And Scorpio season with Mars and Scorpio. So, yeah, very good month for sex, tantra, sexual healing, all that kind of jazz. October 16th, Sun square Jupiter. October 17th, Sun opposite Chiron. October 18th, Mars trine the North Node. Lots of all the aspects this month with Mars are really good. October 19th, Mercury conjunct Mars, Mercury trine the North Node. October 21st, new moon in Libra. October 22nd, Neptune retrograde re-enters Pisces. Okay, this is the one thing about October that personally I'm not really looking forward to. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. You guys know I keep it real. Okay, Saturn's already back in Pisces. Neptune is about to re-enter Pisces. The Pisces fog continues until finally end of January. I think it's January 30th, if I'm remembering the date correctly, that Neptune moves into Aries full on. Okay. So as of October 22nd, which is when the sun enters Scorpio, that's going to be a trippy day with Jupiter square Chiron. We need to be really discerning the next less than 4 months, thank God. 3.5 months from end of October to end of January. Discernment, discernment, discernment. Neptune at the end of Pisces, retrograde, with Saturn in Pisces. The influences of the recent Pisces eclipses, not everything is as it seems. Lies, deception, confusion, illusion, brainwashing. Yes, there's beautiful spiritual awakening going on, beautiful Neptune aspects, but we got to be mindful of that dark side of Pisces. Neptune is at home in Pisces, for those of you who don't know. So that's why us astrologers were like, oh my God, more Neptune in Pisces, because it's the strongest outer planet at the moment during that transit. October 24th, Sun square Pluto, very intense aspect. Yeah, the start of Scorpio season, it's intense. Neptune going back into Pisces, Sun square Pluto, Jupiter square Chiron. I think Yenzi is walking in the room because he forgot his phone. Did you forget your phone? Do you want to come say hi? Wait,
Hi.
do you have any Sagittarius? Do you want to come sit for a sec?
No, just no chair.
No? Do you have any Sagittarius wisdom for, I was just talking about Neptune going back into Pisces, and like for discernment is really important right now from end of October to end of January. What are some tips that you would give on discernment?
If Neptune is going into Pisces, I think the most important advice is to stay grounded. To stay very grounded and not fall for illusions and for divide and rule. Because
Yes.
maybe we've seen the start of this with the Charlie Kirk thing. People really getting left versus right. And I think we gotta transcend the left versus the right, because it's going to be, especially when things are shifty with Neptune's in Pisces, if I am correct, because I don't know much about astrology as you do, it's going to be lots of illusions and lots of smoke and mirrors.
Well, I feel like Yenzi just explained that way better than I did. Yes. It's, I love what you just said about the divide and rule and the left versus right. And that's part of the illusion right now with all this Pisces. It's like divide and conquer. And that's the last thing we need right now. So staying grounded. You have a Pisces rising. How do you stay grounded?
Good question. Maybe you need to take a look at my astrology.
Maybe it's your Mars in Capricorn keeps you grounded. But yeah, obviously nature, grounding stones.
Absolutely. Like nature is the best healer and the best grounder. Like hands-on, the natural frequencies, the natural energies.
Yeah.
You just go out in nature for one day, or you're super grounded. It's the best antidote to the craziness in life.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Yeah, Jens is a Pisces rising, and as many Pisces placements, they tend to leave their stuff around. I do that too with my Black Moon Lilith and Pisces. So he's just grabbing his phone in our office here. So yeah, spending time in nature is extremely important with Neptune going back into Pisces. And if you are a Pisces or you have major Pisces placements, the extra grounding is going to be very important for you at this time. Are you looking for your phone? It's right there. It's right there. Okay. Oh my God. So yeah, it's going to be intense start of the Scorpio season. And I like the rest of it actually. October 25th, Mercury trine Saturn. October 27th, Mars trine Jupiter. That's another really lucky aspect because Mars is at home in Scorpio, trine Jupiter, exalted in Cancer. So that is actually a kick-ass aspect for getting things done, luck, abundance, transformation, manifestation. Love it, love it, love it. Sister Nobody says, as a Pisces sun, I lose shit all the time. Geez, yeah, every Pisces major placement I know loses their shit a lot. But everybody else knows where it is. It's very interesting. We love our Pisces out there. Pisces in astrology rules things that disappear or go missing or get lost. So that's why that can be a big theme for our Pisces. October 29th, we've got Mars trine Saturn, Mercury trine Neptune, Mercury enters Sagittarius, and Mercury opposite Uranus. Lots of aspects on that day. And October 30th, my birthday, Mercury sextile Pluto. So this month, with all these scorpionic energies, Mars in Scorpio, Mercury in Scorpio, Mercury sextile Pluto, Mercury trine Jupiter, there's lots of continued revealing of deep secrets and information that has been hidden. So there's going to be lots of breaking news of politicians, powerful people, secrets about the Earth's history that have been kept under wraps. But as the energies are getting lighter and lighter with us entering the age of Aquarius, they are coming to the surface and they cannot be hidden any longer. And of course, October 30th is Samhain. Happy Samhain, everyone. That is the traditional Celtic word for the celebration of Halloween, when the veils between the worlds are at their thinnest. Magical time for us to connect to our ancestors, our loved ones on the other side, be doing magical work and preparation for the winter time to come in the Northern Hemisphere. Six Fairy Lights says, Scorpio rising, trying to control my temper, LOL. I've been having the same thing. Six Fairy Lights. We're just coming off of yesterday, Wednesday, September 24th, exact Mars square Pluto. We're still in the energy of that. Whoa, I'm getting like major ringing in my ears right now as I'm talking about that. Yeah, intense aspect where a lot of us Scorpios and Aries can definitely be feeling some anger and frustration coming up in everybody in the collective, actually, for that matter. So, not any really, well, I mean, we do have Sun square Pluto in October. Sun opposite Chiron. Overall, no super like heavy malefic aspects other than the Sun square Pluto on October 24th. So the energy, I think, is lighter in October. We're not in an eclipse season, but there's still a lot of really intense things going on for sure. Let's pull some cards for the collective for the month, and then we will get into each of the 12 signs. And actually, before I get, oh my God, Tamara says, oh my God, I had ringing in my ears earlier today. That is so weird that I don't have ringing in my ears very often. Honestly, it's like once in every 3 or 4 months, I'll have that. Whoa, Kimberly says, my ears were ringing so bad yesterday, I thought I was having a stroke. What the heck? That is crazy. Okay, there's something going on. Upgrades. And that actually reminds me, before we get into the cards and then each of the 12 sign readings, happy that I just remembered this. Jens and I are going to do a whole separate show coming up on 3i Atlas specifically, because there's a lot going on with that, a lot of recent developments with that. For those of you who don't know, 3i Atlas is a interstellar object that is moving really fast in our solar system. It's in our solar system. It's not going to be hitting Earth. It's going to be passing Earth, coming quite close to Earth, almost hitting Mars, almost hitting Venus, I think, as well, and is coming from the direction of galactic center, Sagittarius, in the Western astrology. So yes, we are going to be doing a 3i Atlas show coming up, so stay tuned for that. But I want to bring up that 3i Atlas, as we enter the month of October, is coming closer and closer to Earth, and is actually going to reach something called its perihelion, which is the point of being closest to the sun on October 29th, October 30th, basically Samhain, Halloween. And me personally, I don't think 3i Atlas is something negative. I actually think this is something very positive and supportive to Mother Earth and humanity. So very interesting that it's closest to the sun right around Halloween, Samhain, sharing its literal galactic interstellar energies with us. And this breaking news just came out today. Breaking, 3i Atlas is an anonymously massive, is why can I never say this name? Not anonymously. Anonymously? No. Yeah, anomalously massive. New data shows it's at least 33 billion tons with a nucleus 5 kilometers wide, making it thousands of times larger than Oumuamua or Borisov. This isn't normal. Okay, so in saying that, that's something that we need to be discerning with everything. So me personally, I'm not a scientist or an astrophysicist, but I can't confirm this. But this is being said supposedly. And as we go into October, we will be able to see 3i Atlas, those of us that are stargazers and amateur astronomers, clearer and clearer. And I invite you guys to keep up with, if you want to, stargazing 3i Atlas to actually see what it is yourself, see the energies, you pick up with it yourself. I think there's definitely darker forces that are trying to manipulate it to make it seem like it's something really negative. The astrology is showing right now that anything that has to do with outer space and ETs is actually very positive at this time. So I don't believe astrologically that we're in a window where there's going to be like a negative spaceship and negative aliens coming and, doing something really dark. I personally don't feel that. So use your own discernment, you guys. Okay, so let's pull some cards for all of us for the month of October 2025. What does the universe want us to know about October 2025? And I'm feeling to pull 7 cards. Interesting. We've got the 8 of Swords, what is that? 6 of Swords, reversed. Judgment, reversed. Reversed, reversed, reversed. The 3 of Cups, reversed. You guys, what's up with all these reversals? The Hierophant reversed. Oh my God. The Queen of Swords reversed. What the heck? And the Knight of Wands reversed. Let's pull a bonus card. The Ace of Pentacles reversed. Okay, what? I don't think I've ever pulled so many reversals. Okay. So, and this is interesting because I've been feeling this for the past few months when I've been talking about autumn and winter 2025. It's going to feel like I've been saying this. Some of you guys have probably been hearing me say this. It's going to feel like we're going backwards. There's something about end of October, going into November, going into December, going into January, where it's going to feel like we're going backwards. And it makes sense with Neptune going back into Pisces in November, Uranus is going back into Taurus. So November, December, January, all of the outer planets except for Pluto going back into Pisces and Taurus, the energy that we've been in since 2018. There's still things I'm hearing spirits say in our community. If you listen to my channel, you're probably like-minded to me. Not that we have to think the exact same, but probably a lot of you guys are like-minded to me where you're open to spirituality, but you're also open to some of the alternative conspiracy information as well. I'm feeling spirits say like there's a lot of really basic things that we already know that is going to be coming out and like breaking news, but we've already been there, done that. But it's like the rest of the collective that's not aware of it needs to become aware of it, if you will. It's going to be different depending on where you're at. It's interesting that this 8 of Swords is the only card that is upright, right? It's kind of like a stuck card, feeling stuck. Swords are about our thoughts, our words, our beliefs. The truth is we're not stuck, but if you look at things at face value, it might seem like we're stuck, but we're not. Let me pull some clarifiers here. Judgment, Hierophant. Yeah, it's like we're on the precipice of really big things, but they're not quite happening yet. they're not quite happening yet. November, it kind of makes sense. November is the month where we have mostly Scorpio season. Okay. And November feels like I'm going to pull some cards actually. November. Let's look ahead for a moment at November. Nine of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, November, things are moving forward. Ace of Wands, upright. So October is a little bit of a lot's happening, but we already know all this stuff. If you're in this community, is this making sense, you guys? Let me know if this is making sense. Like, kind of like what just happened with the RFK Jr. press conference with Trump, which was very strange. And I did a whole debrief and astrological analysis the other day on my channel. If you want to check that out, you can check that out. It's like, if you've been aware of this stuff, okay, great. Thank you. Thank you for that. It was like very Ace of Pentacles reverse. Thank you for that. We knew about that, but it's not totally new. Although it did wake people up. It is a step forward, but it wasn't like totally new information, something that blew all of our minds where we all felt we were moving forward from it. November is going to be more like that. Okay, so October is a little bit of a calm before a huge storm. And not that necessarily anything bad needs to happen, but I feel like there's bigger events in October, and that makes sense because Uranus goes back into Taurus at that time. And all of the outer planets will be, other than Pluto, back in those signs that they've been in. And yeah, November, we will also have exact Uranus sextile Neptune again. I'm going to ask, is there anything else we need to know about the month of October for all of us listening to this video for our highest good in our like-minded community? Anything else we need to know about the month of October? Discernment, 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 discernment. I'm going to keep saying that. Oh my God. Discernment, literally, high priestess. Discernment. Trust your own counsel first and foremost. Do not just believe things because you see it on a screen, because someone you like says it. And I'm hearing people are going to be exposed. People you thought, or people that a lot of us thought were the real deal, are actually going to be exposed, and it might feel like a step backwards. Interesting. Whoa. Wow. Again, discernment, and be open to different perspectives. The Hanged Man is coming up reversed. Be open to different perspectives. Okay. Oh, hi, Jana. Congratulations on moving. That's awesome. Yay. Yes, discernment. I love your comment here, a poet and his posse. This is a discernment masterclass we are in now, definitely. Okay. Let's go through each of our 12 magical signs for your horoscopes for this month of October 2025. And I invite you to listen to your sun, rising, and moon signs, because These are your 3 most important placements in your chart other than your North Node, which is your purpose, destiny in this lifetime. So, usually I find the rising sign is actually the most accurate because that's based on where the planets are actually transiting in your chart, but also the sun and the moon can be very accurate as well. And last time we did a video with predictions for each of the 12 signs, we started with our Pisces. So today we are going to be starting with our Aries. Okay, Aries. Well, I actually really like the astrology of October for Aries. Aries have been getting absolutely pounded recently with Saturn in Aries, Neptune in Aries, the Saturn Neptune conjunction in Aries, the solar eclipse that we had in Aries earlier in the year. Saturn's back in Pisces now as of September 1st. Neptune retrograding back into Pisces as of October 22nd. So Aries, you're going to get a little break from Saturn and Neptune in your sign. Okay. Your ruler Mars is at home in Scorpio in your 8th house for the whole month. So your ruler is in a sign he likes to be in. This is a month of empowerment for you, sexiness. Okay. Mars in Scorpio is very sexual and creative and primal. So I'm liking the astrology for Aries. We've got a very empowering full moon in your sign of Aries on October 6th. That's, of course, going to be happening in your 1st house with your ruler Mars, the dispositor, in your 8th house. This is an amazing full moon of being fearless in your confidence, getting shit done, taking action, really effortlessly letting go of what no longer serves you. I find people that have Mars in the 8th house, well aspected, let things go really fast and effortlessly. So, Aries, you could have breakthroughs this month where there's things you're letting go with that full moon in Aries that may have been a really big deal for you or a challenge in the past. There can be very empowering secrets being revealed at that full moon as well. Amazing for you to showcase your gifts and talents, be in the spotlight, loving the energy of that full moon for you. Great aspects with Mars. I think there's only positive aspects with your ruler Mars throughout the whole month. Of course, Neptune leaves your sign until the end of January, starting on October 22nd. You'll get a little break from Neptune in Aries. And I'm curious from you, Aries, if any of you guys feel like sharing, how has it felt since the end of March up until now to have Neptune in your sign? Have you guys been noticing that? Have you not been noticing that? New moon in Libra on October 21st is going to be in your 7th house. So that is a beautiful new moon, Aries, for starting new love, work, committed relationships. This month there's a lot of aspects happening with Venus. Of course, we're starting the month October 4th with South Node conjunct Venus. So a lot of relationship changes, new people coming into your life. Very good time for new contracts, commitments, aesthetic as well, deepening of relationships and positive changes with others that are important to you around you. Okay, let's pull a card for our Aries for the month of October 2025. Aries, Aries, Aries. What have we got? Ooh, the Page of Swords. Upright. That's nice. Curiosity, new ideas, new people, new connections. Makes sense with that new moon in Libra in your 7th house. It's a freshness. There's a freshness this month. So I'm very happy to report that to the Aries. Pay attention to your ideas, pay attention to conversations, younger people that can be helpful as well. Important conversations and experiences with children, younger siblings, younger friends, younger students, if you're a teacher. So you could be learning something new from the young folk or from your own inner child too. So very cool. Next, we go to our Tauruses, my fellow Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Risings. Taurus, this is a month of luck and powerful relationship, career, and value transformation for you. Your ruler is Venus in astrology, and we've got lots of aspects happening with Venus this month. Some really positive ones like Venus sextile Jupiter, very lucky on October 8th. That's going to be probably the luckiest the luckiest day of the whole month for all of us, but in particular for you, the Libras, the Pisces, and the Saggies, ruled by either Venus or Jupiter. So very nice aspects with Venus, also some challenging aspects going on. We're starting the month with Venus conjunct the South Node in Virgo on October 4th exact. So there can be a very big release on that day or around that time with committed relationships, contracts, obligations, values that no longer serve you as well. In particular, work situations, since that conjunction is happening in the sign of Virgo, which is day-to-day work. You're having the full moon in Aries, Taurus, in your 12th house, with the dispositor Mars in your 7th house. So this is a very, very powerful full moon in Aries, you guys. Aries is a very strong sign to begin with, but because the ruler Mars is at home in Scorpio, we're going to be really feeling this. So Taurus, this can be a time of very vivid dreams and creativity for you. Spiritual experiences, psychic insights, great time for any sort of spiritual healing, emotional, mental, and physical healing as well. Aries is a sign that has a lot to do with our physical body. Some of you may be traveling, Tauruses, to a faraway, distant location with that full moon in your 12th house as well. And beautiful full moon for release of, with Mars, the dispositor in the 7th house, karmic relationships that don't serve you anymore, to open the door, open the gateway to more new positive ones. We've got a beautiful new moon in Libra on October 21st happening in your 6th house. So this is a beautiful new moon for new beginnings, setting intentions, having to do with your day-to-day work, routines, organization, health, and pets. And with this new moon being in the sign of Libra, this can be bringing more creativity, beauty into your work. This is a beautiful new moon, Tauruses, for bringing more beauty, design, aesthetic into your office space. 6th house of Virgo rules the office space, the work environment. There can be some positive new coworkers, employees stepping forward as well. And yeah, more creativity, more beauty, more pleasure into your day-to-day. So bringing that in as an intention can be very beautiful. Let's see what tarot message wants to come through for our Tauruses for the month of October. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. What have we got for you? Ooh, we've got the 9 of Cups, but it's coming through reversed. Okay. So 9 of Cups reversed is, we might need to do a little adjustment. Okay. Might be something that we're not seeing totally clearly. Okay. I'm feeling that for Tauruses, there may be a really big revelation right at the beginning of the month. October 4th, we have that exact Venus conjunct the South Node. There can be something very big revealed about a relationship or something that you've been committed to. Maybe there's something that we've been looking at with kind of rose-colored glasses that we haven't been having the full story about, the full scoop on. This is a very Piscean card, right? It's like, I'm going to fulfill all your wishes. All your wishes are going to come true. Look at my 9 cups. This looks so beautiful. I'm happy in this stance on this chair. Whoopee, right? Which, okay, that's valid. That this can be a very positive card. But reversed is saying maybe we're not seeing something totally clearly, or maybe something is going to come forward that might be too good to be true. Okay, so pay attention, be discerning to people, places, things, opportunities coming up. You know, that full moon in Aries in our 12th house, that is the house of Pisces. Okay. So I like that the dispositor Mars is in a home sign, is in good aspects. So I feel like, let me pull a clarifier on that, Tauruses. I feel like many Tauruses maybe need to take a chill pill for a sec and relax. I feel like many Tauruses have been very, very go, go, go. And when you are extremely go, go, go and just going through the motions of things, I've had this recently, you guys, as a Taurus rising, you don't see things clearly when you're just go, 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 go. Sometimes you need to stop, Four of Swords, take a breather, and take stock of what the heck you're doing, who you're surrounding yourself with, and what your intentions are. Okay? So, hope that resonates with you guys. And I'm sending lots of love your way, my fellow Taurus placements. Next, we move to our Geminis. Geminis, this is going to be a month of fun and innovation. We've got, of course, lots of aspects as usual with your ruler Mercury. Mercury is very fast moving. Full moon in Aries on October 6th is in your 11th house. And on the same day, your ruler Mercury enters Scorpio. Very, very intense. So that full moon in Aries on October 6th, there can be new empowering people, friends, community coming into your life, but also can be the ending of some relationships, can be the ending of some group associations. Aries is a very masculine sign, can be the end of certain males that have been around you, masculine type groups that you've been a part of. Good for you to ask yourself, am I being empowered by my friends and group associations at this time? If you're working with friends, is that going well at the moment? How is that going? There may be some long-term dreams that are coming to a fruition point at the time of that full moon in Aries. And, full moon in your 11th house, this is the future. This is innovation. This is opportunities. So there can be very, even though it's a full moon, illumination of new things, new subjects, new people, new places. New moon in Libra on October 21st is happening in your 5th house. Yay, Geminis. That is fun, fun, fun on October 21st and the days surrounding that. And Geminis, that is very romantic and sexy. Okay, new moon in Libra, the sign of love in your 5th house of Leo, which is romance and one of the sexual houses. If you are a single Gemini, this is a very good time to put yourself out there. Let someone maybe you've had your eye on, let them know that you fancy them. Go out on a date. Very great for romance, creativity, having fun, your inner child, any sort of creative art. So that is a very light energy. I like the month of October for the Geminis as well. Linda says, more romance and sexy time need to be roaming and connecting. Yes, get out there, girl. Get out there, Geminis. Woohoo. And Mars is in Scorpio for all of us. So, wow, wow. Okay, that is nice. Our card for Geminis is the Page of Pentacles. And, the pages have a very Gemini kind of energy to them. They're young, they're curious, they're fresh, they're open to new things. And this Page of Pentacles in particular is about abundance, the material realm. It feels like there's helpful new people that a lot of you Geminis will be meeting. that can, bring new work opportunities, bring more grounding and stability, more stable people or opportunities coming to you in life. Be open to getting more grounded and receiving positive resources. That is a very nice card. Okay, next we move on to our Cancers. Have Cancers been feeling lucky since June? I'm curious to hear from the Cancers. What have you guys been having going on with Jupiter? Lucky ducky Jupiter exalted in your sign. Cancer's October is a month of work, home, life balance, opportunities, and luck as well. Jana says, yes. Well, I'm very happy to hear that. That's awesome. We've got the full moon in Aries on October 6th in your 10th house. This is very powerful full moon for anything that has to do with your work, career, long-term goals, parents. If you need to do like an important presentation or put out a new project, launch something, start a new job, have an important interview, this full moon in Aries is amazing with its ruler Mars at home in Scorpio. So you are feeling empowered. You are maybe even being rewarded in some kind of way for the hard work that you've been doing. Very, very good for work. We've got a beautiful Venus sextile Jupiter in Cancer in your sign. Very lucky aspect on October 8th. So October 8th is a day for all of us. Luckiest day of the month with that Venus sextile Jupiter. Good for money, good for love, good for overall just positive vibes. New moon in Libra on October 21st, happening in your 4th house, which is your home house, the house of the Cancer-ruled areas of life. That new moon, Cancers, is beautiful for any new beginnings, setting intentions having to do with home, family, property, real estate, starting a family as well, your private life, your emotions. And with it being in the sign of Libra, that's a great new moon for renovations, interior design, bringing more pleasure, beauty, creativity into the home with your family. So love the energy of that for you guys. Some of you Cancers might be moving to a new home, starting new work from home, moving in with a partner, Libra, into a new home. Body Mind Therapy says, Cancer here. I was told I wouldn't get an egg during IVF because of a condition. We got 5 and 2 strong embryos. Oh my God. Body Mind Therapy, congratulations. That is amazing news. I am so happy for you. Congratulations, congratulations. And you can't make this stuff up. Cancers are very fertile right now with the medical astrology. So happy to hear that for you. Okay, Cancers, let's pull a tarot card for all of you guys for this month of October 2025. Aw, I love that. We got the 6 of Cups, which is a very Cancerian card, actually. Nostalgia, the past, memories, people from the past. I'm hearing the word reconnection, 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 reconnection. I'm hearing that word over and over again with family, with loved ones, with a homeland, with a place you haven't been to in a while. There's a very positive reconnection that's going to be taking place for you guys this month. So be open to receiving, be open to the love and the blessings. And Cancers, this is a really good time for you guys astrologically with Jupiter in your sign. So enjoy it. Joyce says, Cancer, feel the best I have felt now than the last stinking 5. LOL. Let's go. Very happy to hear that. Okay, next we go to our Leos. Leos, October 2025 is a month of higher learning, new perspectives, and lots of activity for you guys. We've got your ruler, the sun, is at detriment in Libra until October 22nd, then moves into intense, fiery Scorpio. Okay. So there's a very big emphasis this month with us being in Libra season for most of the month on our relationships, values, and balance. We've got the full moon in Aries on October 6th in your ninth house. This is a great new moon for travel, higher learning, teaching. It is a full moon, so there can be a letting go of beliefs and perspectives that no longer serve you. You know, it's in the sign of Aries, which is all about empowerment, right? So, are you holding on to beliefs, practices, spirituality that is empowering you, or are there things that are disempowering you? Are there guides or teachers that are actually draining your energy and actually you know more than them? And it's time to let go. There is a letting go to some of these ninth house areas, but also an illumination at the same time. We've got the new moon in Libra on October 21st happening in your third house. Third house is a very busy house. It rules our day to day life, local neighborhood, and environment. This can be, you know, in the sign of Libra, beautiful new connections in your local neighborhood and environment. This is a great new moon on October 21st and around that day for socialization, spending times with your loved ones, siblings, friends, neighbors, going to a local class, hosting a local class, going on a date. Um, there can be a lot of activity as well, very good for marketing and business transactions too. John says the student becomes the teacher. That is part of life. That is part of life. I have definitely had that experience a few times where there was someone I really looked up to and then actually got to the point where you kind of outgrow the situation. Not necessarily that a teacher is bad, but you just completed the relationship and it's time to move on, time to find new guides, new experiences. So that can definitely be coming up for Leos. And also with that new moon in Libra, new subjects you can be interested in, right? New courses, new areas of study, new. So let's pull a card for our Leos for the month of October. Oh my God, my cards keep falling out. Okay, we have got Temperance. Temperance. A card that is very much about healing, balance. I'm hearing the word focus. I'm hearing letting go. I'm hearing slow down, Leo. I'm feeling that a lot of you Leos, you got a lot of energy. You're Leos, you're ruled by the sun, but some of you are moving really fast. Some of you need to did I not say this for one of the other signs? Okay, this is coming through again. Like slow down and connect more with the element of water and your feminine side and healing. Okay, so that you can see things clearer. And there's also major healing breakthroughs happening in this month and balance. And you recognizing gifts that you had that maybe you didn't know you had. Okay, there can be new gifts, new talents coming forward. Many of you may be stepping into a healing art. You have healing abilities, literally through energy healing arts, could even be through a creative art as well. Interesting, Leos. Okay. Moving on to our Virgos. October is going to be a month of abundance opportunities and deepening your values and relationships. We got lots of aspects as usual with your ruler Mercury, and full moon in Aries is going to be happening in your eighth house of Scorpio. Oh my gosh. With Mars, the dispositor of that full moon in Scorpio. Virgo, that is a beautiful opportunity, that full moon in Aries on October 6th for some serious release work and healing. We're talking scorpionic healing. Okay? This isn't no angel cards. No diss to angel cards. No diss to, some of the healing practices that are really easy and all love and light. Eighth house of Scorpio is getting into the nitty-gritty of what the heck is actually going on and what needs to be faced. This is shamanism. This is a physical detox. This is talking to a psychotherapist, a psychologist, a spiritual psychotherapist, talking to a shaman, talking to an old ass freaking tarot reader that's been doing this for 50 years that's going to give you no bullshit support. This is tantric healing. This is in-depth conversations. This is sharing your soul. This is being open to shadow work. This is healing really deep traumas. So Virgos, that full moon in Aries, that's going to be very potent for you. And I highly suggest doing some sort of major healing work, release work. Your psychic abilities are on fire. There could be a freaking soulmate coming forward. Okay, the eighth house of Scorpio. Scorpio is very underrated for like deep soulmate relationships. But to be able to have a healthy, deep soulmate relationship where you share your soul and someone else shares their soul in a healthy way, you have to have done some deep work on yourself, which I'm sure a lot of you Virgos already have, but just saying if you haven't. And on the lighter side, you have a new moon in Libra happening in your second house on October 21st. So that's a way different energy. That's very pleasurable. Libra in the second house of Taurus. Very positive for abundance, new financial opportunities, new work, new pleasure, creating new values for yourself, new abundance streams with a partner, with a loved one coming forward. Good time to be investing. Actually, this whole month, Virgo, is, I'm not a financial advisor, but just saying with these lunations in your money houses, good time to be investing. So, interesting month for our Virgos. Let's pull a tarot card. And we've also got the South Node in your sign. So you've been going through major releases and will continue to during the South Node in Virgo transit that we're in until end of July 2026. Okay. I like this. We've got the Nine of Wands reversed. I like this for you, Virgos. Why isn't that closing in? Sorry, you guys. The Nine of Wands upright is this dude. He's very scared. I'm so scared. I'm standing here with my stick and everything's scary and I don't want to move forward and I don't want to leave my other sticks. What's going to happen to my other wands? This can actually be a very Virgo card because that can be the dark side of Virgo. Overthinking, fear, worry, anxiety, self-criticism. But you've got it reversed. Ooh, so October is going to bring a breakthrough in you're moving past a major fear. I love that for you guys, which makes sense because you've got the full moon in your eighth house with Mars and Scorpio. So congratulations. It looks like you're moving past something that you've really been holding on to. You're opening up more. You're opening up more. And it's okay we don't need to be in control of everything, Virgo. That's not the point. So be open to the Fool, being open. That is looking nice for you guys. Love it. Moving on to our lovely Libras. Libra sun, moon, and risings. This is a month of luck and powerful relationship, career, and value transformation. Happy birthday to all our October Libras. Libras, we've got very potent aspects with Venus this month, your planetary ruler. Venus conjunct the South Node at the start of the month, bringing very big relationship and value releases. Lucky Venus sextile Jupiter, October 8th. Venus trine Uranus and Pluto, October 14th. There's a lot of change going on. There's a lot of moving forward. Full moon in Aries in your 7th house. A lot of you Libras are ending relationships. Okay. And not every single Libra is going to go through a breakup, but I think a lot of you Libras are going to be going through breakups and divorce. And if there are relationships that have run their course in love or work or in any committed fashion, they're coming to a close. On the reverse, there can be new positive relationships coming forward, even with a full moon in your 7th house, because it also illuminates that area. If you're ready for that, if you're in the space for that. So very powerful full moon in Aries in your 7th house. And then we have a new moon in Libra in your sign, October 21st. And that is a very big window of change, setting intentions, how you want to show up, how you want to be seen, who you want to attract. Pay attention to what people are reflecting back to you, right? Libras, you have a beautiful way of, you can talk to anybody, you can connect with anybody, but you don't have to be friends with everybody, right? Not everybody needs to like you. And are you feeling satisfied in your love relationships? If you're in a love relationship, what do you want more of? What do you want less of? You guys are very diplomatic, you're very giving, and it's okay for you to express your needs. I'm hearing Spirit say some of you Libras may need to express some needs that aren't being met, and there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody expresses their needs to you, right? Okay. How the heck did my cards just get all messed up? Oh my God. What the heck? Sorry, you guys. I think the fairies are messing with me. I'm just going to do a little shuffle. Literally, my cards just got all messed up. Okay, Libras. What is your tarot message for? Wow. Double Fool. Double Fool. We just got the Fool for Virgos, and we're getting the Fool again for Libras. New beginnings, jumping off the cliff, opening. Unknowns are okay. A lot of you guys are possibly ending a relationship or a work situation relationship. And that can feel fucking scary. I'm getting chills. Libras Libras love love. Libras love people. And when it's time to let something like that go for a Libra, that can be really scary. But the truth is, okay, Libras, I'm sure some of you guys have experienced this. Whenever I've gone through a breakup or a major letting go in a relationship that needed to come to a completion, yes, there can be pain. Yes, there can be hurt, but there's a beautiful opening that happens. It's a very magical energy when we surrender and we enter an unknown. And you guys are being supported in that, whether it's a relationship, whether it's work, whether it's a personal habit. You're being very supported in magical new beginnings and going with the flow and being open and being like the Fool card and being in that inner child wonderment. Very cool. All righty, next we go to our Scorplings. Dun, dun, dun. My fellow Scorpios, well, this is a month of empowerment. Okay. Mars, our traditional ruler, in our sign of Scorpio, we are feeling confident. We are feeling sexy energy. We're feeling powerful. We need to watch our intensity. Okay, we might come off a little intense at times. Our traditional ruler Pluto goes direct on October 13th. Very, very good. We've had that Pluto in the 4th house right on our IC retrograde. So there's been weird issues with family, with homes, with property, with our emotions, emotional instability. And now Pluto's going direct and we can feel like, ooh, things are actually starting to move forward again when it comes to family, our emotional well-being, and home. Full moon in Aries on October 6th in our 6th house with Mars, the dispositor, and our traditional ruler in our sign. So this is empowering for us to let go of 6th house habits, routines, work, health issues that no longer serve us. Great full moon to be doing physical cleansing, physical detox. Aries is a very physical sign. Like the energy of that. We can be empowered. It can be illuminated to us new empowering things to do in work. New moon in Libra on October 21st in our 12th house. Beautiful, magical new moon in our 12th house of Pisces of creative inspiration, traveling to faraway, distant locations. Some of us may be doing that. Vivid dreams, dream work, any kind of spiritual practices, doing spiritual practices with other people, with a lover, Libra. Tantric healing, sound healing, making a vision board with a loved one. I like this month for Scorpios. Let's see what we get in the cards. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Okay, Scorpios. We got the King of Wands. We're feeling like there's a little bit of a pep in our step. We're feeling good. We're feeling like, oh, are things a little bit too good to be true? Oh my God, I just dropped that. Maybe they are too good to be true. No, just kidding. We're feeling empowered. King of Wands, Mars and Scorpio, Pluto going direct. But the thing about Scorpio, and it is the sign that rules power, what are you going to do with your power, Scorpio? That's one of our lessons in life. Are you going to use that power when you have it for good, or are you going to self-destruct and use it in really negative ways? What do you do with power when you have it? What What areas of life are you really, really powerful right now? Where can you be more empowered? Where are you giving away your power? Creativity, leadership, stepping into more leadership, responsibility, feeling more life force, feeling more physically active. Thank God. Maybe it's because Pluto's been retrograde and I'm a Scorpio. I don't know. I've just been like, I know a lot of us with the ascension symptoms, we've been tired, but definitely been feeling that lately. So like that we're getting that King of Wands. Nice. Happy birthday, October Scorpios. Next, we've got our Saggies, Saggy Waggies. October 2025 is a month of fun, innovation, shocks and surprises, and luck, as usual for you. We've got full moon in Aries on October 6th in your 5th house. Wowzers. Beautiful full moon for inner child healing. You know, the 5th house of Leo, Leo rules children, but the sign of Aries, the sign the full moon is in, also rules children, in particular infants, babies, newborns. Connecting with children, spending time with children in your life, inner child healing, doing things your inner child loved to do, connecting back to your inner child. Romance, creativity, dating. Saggies, you can be feeling very on fire, if you know what I mean. Full moon in Aries in your 5th house with Mars and Scorpio. October 8th, Venus sextile Jupiter, lucky aspect for us all, and in particular you, because Jupiter is your planetary ruler. So October 8th, mark your calendars. Very positive day for anything you want to do. Also a very positive day for you, Saggies, is Mars trine Jupiter, October 27th. Mars at home in Scorpio, trine Jupiter, exalted in Cancer. That's another really good one. New moon in Libra on October 21st in your 11th house of friends, group associations, long-term goals, dreams, wishes, innovation, social media, online. Beautiful new moon, Saggies, for new people coming into your life, new teams, new groups, new friends. Could even be a lover that turns into a friend. Libra in your 11th house. Y'all could have a friend that turns into a lover, I mean to say. And Uranus is in your 7th house. Isn't that funny? Uranus and Gemini in your 7th house. So a lot of you single Saggies, you have a vision in mind, what you think you want, but actually there's something completely different coming forward. Or actually that person you've been waiting for has been around the whole time. Or it's like your best friend or one of your friends. Oh my God. Saggies, let me know. But yeah, that's fun. That's romantic. Very creative as well. New partnerships. That new moon in Libra, October 21st and around there, very good to launch new things online, put out a new website, start something new on social media, a blog, incorporating online into your work. Cool. It's not a heavy month. It doesn't feel like a heavy month. Okay, Saggies, let's pull a card for all of you. Whoa, that's a very Sagittarian card. The Hierophant. He is very serious. And I'm sorry, you guys. There we go. He is a very Sagittarian card. He's a teacher. He's a counselor. He's a religious leader. He's powerful. He's about beliefs and perspectives, right? I'm feeling like with this Hierophant, what are the beliefs you're holding on to right now, and what is it that you're sharing, but you're also stepping into that. You're stepping into your Sagittarius more. You're stepping more into your teacher. You're stepping more into your guide archetype, and you do have wisdom to share. Okay, so if you're a Saggy that's been thinking about teaching a course or starting doing a class or starting offering something new, but you've kind of been, uh, thinking maybe I'm not good enough, maybe I'm not ready for that. This card is saying you're actually more than ready for up-leveling into a teacher guide role. And many people around you this month may be seeking your counsel as well and taking in your wisdom and what you have to share. So interesting. Very interesting. All right, Capricorns, Cappies, October 2025 is a month of work, home, life balance, and positive new opportunities. We've got the full moon in Aries on October 6th in your 4th house. And this is a full moon where there may be endings to things related to home, family, your emotional well-being, emotional issues that you've maybe been carrying on to. 4th house is our emotions, our emotional body. Aries, the sign of this full moon, is about anger and frustration and repressed emotions. So Capricorns, and I've got my moon in Capricorn, shout out to all my Capricorn placements. One of the challenges for Capricorns in our lifetime is repressed emotions. Literally Aries in the 4th house. Okay. So with this full moon in our 4th house, this is very powerful because Mars, the dispositor, is at home in Scorpio. This is a great full moon of tuning into, are there repressed emotions that need to come out? Is there something you've been angry about? Is there something you've been really pissed off about? Is there something that you've just been brushing to the side for years? I'm hearing Spirit say, but you're just, always on to the next and in your responsibility, and you've just been dealing with it. This full moon is an opportunity to cry, to scream, to punch a punching bag, to let that shit go if there is. Okay. And for some of you, maybe there's not, but many Capricorns will be surprised. There will be very intense emotions coming to the surface that it kind of may catch you off guard. Like, whoa, I thought I was over that situation, or I haven't thought about that person in years. Right. And with the dispositor Mars in Scorpio, this can be very deep emotions. Very deep conversations with family members, healing with family members as well, conflicts with family members coming to a resolution point, spiritual breakthroughs with family members waking up. New moon in Libra on October 21st is happening in your 10th house. This is amazing for work, which is what every Capricorn wants to hear. Okay. 10th house is the house of Capricorn. Work, career, professionalism, goals, long-term, older people in our lives, our parents. So new moon in Libra around October 21st, fantastic for starting a new job, having interviews, launching something new work projects, being in the spotlight professionally. Amazing for that. And also breakthroughs with parents can be coming up. Let's pull a tarot card for our Capricorns for this month of October. What does the universe want you to know? Ooh, we've got the 8 of Wands. Messages, things moving fast, moving forward, new ideas, new opportunities. Every time I pull this card, genuinely, I notice it for myself personally. Things happen fast, right? So interesting because Aries, full moon in Aries in your 4th house. This is a very kind of Aries energy card. fast breakthroughs, fast healing. Not that things have to happen fast, but they just kind of are for you guys this month. So there can be a lot going on, a lot of movement, um, divine messages as well. I'm hearing spirit say, pay attention to your intuition. And yeah, it looks like a good month. It looks like a good month for a lot of us. I'm excited. We haven't gotten any like really scary cards for any of the signs. Okay, Aquarians, this month of October is a month of higher learning, new perspectives, and lots of activity for you. Full moon in Aries on October 6th is in your third house. So this full moon, it's illuminating your local environment, community, friends, siblings, cousins, neighbors. Maybe there's been a conflict recently that's been going on with one of those relationships, with a neighbor in your local environment that can be coming to a breakthrough point. Okay, dispositor Mars in Scorpio really supporting this full moon's energy. Letting go of a way that you've been communicating or a belief that you've been holding on to. Also, letting go of maybe there's been situations where your power has been given away in your local environment. We're letting that shit go, Aquarius. And usually you guys are really good at putting up your boundaries. But we don't want anyone around us that doesn't believe in us, believe in you, that doesn't empower you. Okay. You want people in your circle that see your edge, that see your genius. Aquarians, you are geniuses. You are very creative. You are very innovative. You have a lot to offer. There can be breakthrough ideas, breakthrough conversations happening. New moon in Libra on October 21st is happening in your ninth house. Ninth house of Sagittarius rules our perspectives, beliefs, travel. Aquarians, this can be a good time around that new moon to be traveling, starting a new course, starting to teach or guide yourself. You have a lot of great wisdom to share, traveling with a lover, with a committed partner. Could even be traveling for work as well. And there's really great big insights, new perspectives, downloads you're receiving. I'm seeing that as a very big theme, actually, Aquarians, for you for this whole month. So be open to your amazing ideas and follow through on them. And Spirit's saying, listen to the feedback that you hear from others. Not that you have to do things that other people tell you to do, but if you notice a theme in several people telling you, oh my God, you're so funny. Why don't you go do stand up? Maybe you should try going and doing stand up. Or, oh my God, you're so good at the way you do your clothes. Maybe you need to look into being a personal stylist, just paying attention to what is the feedback that you're getting from the people around you that feels important at this time. Oh my gosh. We've gotten the Fool for the third time. So we also pulled the Fool for two of the other signs. This is freaking crazy. We're getting the Fool again. So Aquarians, for you and for all of us, we're being invited to be open to very big new beginnings, potential, be in our curiosity, our inner child wonderment, go on a journey. Many of you guys may be going on a journey, traveling to somewhere new, trying new things, which you guys, Aquarians, you rule new and different things in astrology. Do things in a different way. Don't be over controlling. And this is positive. This is like a grand new beginning. Wow, you are leaving behind. I just pulled a clarifier. You're stepping away from grief. You're stepping away from pain. So many Aquarians, maybe there's been a big challenge going on, and there's a lot of positivity. Look at that sunlight. So cool. I love that. Yay. Last but very much not least, are magical creatures of the zodiac, the Pisces. Pisces, October 2025 is a month of abundance opportunities and as well as deepening your values and relationships. Your traditional ruler, Neptune, re-enters your sign on October 22nd. So one last time in our lifetime, unless we have like major lifespan extension of hundreds and hundreds of years, because Neptune has a zodiac revolution of like over 150 years. This is the last time you will have Neptune in your sign from October 22nd until end of January. So Neptune in your sign is a time of major spiritual growth, healing, creativity, letting go of what no longer serves. So yeah, Neptune re-enters your sign. Full moon in Aries on October 6th, happening in your second house. So this full moon, there may be values, beliefs that you're letting go of. There can be a major change in your stability of life. Many Pisces, I feel like, might be moving physical homes, or there could be a job change or thinking about making some very big life decisions that you actually take some action on. Aries is about action to bring greater stability, to bring greater pleasure, fulfillment, and abundance. Could be the end of some income streams as well. Full moon in the second house to open the way for new positive ones. We've got new moon in Libra on October 21st in your 8th house. So this is a beautiful new moon of empowerment, deep revealing and connection to your true self more and more. Very good for investments, receiving, being open to receiving in the sign of Libra from a partner, from a relationship, from a work opportunity. There's a gift that wants to be shared with you this new moon in Libra. There could be a gift of love. There could be a gift of abundance. There could be a gift of all of those things for that matter. So that's a very deep, sensual, resourceful new moon in your 8th house. And we've got lucky aspects with your traditional ruler Jupiter, Venus sextile Jupiter on October 8th, and Mars trine Jupiter on October 27th. So some nice lucky ducky energies throughout the month for our Pisces. Maybe you're doing more singing. Maybe you're doing more sound healing. Let's pull a card for Pisces for the month. Whoa. Okay. Pisces, you've got the Wheel of Fortune, which makes sense because I was saying, I feel like many of you are thinking about a very big life change, but maybe you haven't taken that step yet. And the winds of fate are upon you, my Pisces. Whether you like it or not, there are fated changes and opportunities and luck. This is luck, positivity, success, divine success. Be open to, I'm hearing Spirit say, fortune favors the bold. Interesting. Fortune favors the bold. Maybe that can be one of your affirmations for the month. Very magical energy. I love that we're ending with the Wheel of Fortune. So cool. Sister Nobody says, I've taken that step already. That's awesome. Congratulations. Yay, we've gone through all 12 signs and the collective horoscopes and predictions for the month of October 2025. Thank you all so much for joining me here in my astrological pumpkin patch. You guys are going to be seeing either tomorrow or starting next week. I'm going to go very spooky, ooky season for my whole setup back here. We've got a paranormal series starting here on my channel, so very excited to share that with you all. Some upcoming paranormal surprises, paranormal investigations, a new astrology series with Sunny and myself that we're very excited to share. Lots of cool things on the channel. So I'm very excited. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or check out my offerings, social media links, those are in the description box below. And also in the description box below is the link to my husband Jens, who popped in at the beginning of today's video, his new 14 Days to a Higher Vibration course. I'm very proud of Jens for the work he has put into this course. He's gone above and beyond. Should I play the video? I feel like playing the video. I played this in my daily horoscope yesterday, but I'll play it again for those of you who maybe haven't seen Jens's little promo video for this course. If you have never done a meditation or workshop with Jens, he is absolutely amazing. And this new course is all about 14 days to a higher vibration, something very important for us awake people to be doing at this time with, all the information that we know and we're processing through. It can be heavy at times. So this is for anyone. Oh, and there's also a discount code. You can use 14-day, it's written in the description box, to get 50% off of this new course up until October 7th, I think it is. So let's take a little listen to what Jensi's new course is all about.
Physical beings. We are souls. We are beings of energy. And what if that energy determines what we manifest in our lives? We spend a lot of time sustaining and maintaining our physical bodies as it should be, but we also need to work on our energy. Imagine raising that energy to a higher vibration. Life can feel more lighter, more balanced, and full of possibilities. I've experienced a huge shift in my own life when I started taking care of myself holistically, the body, but also the mind and the spirit. That's why I am presenting this 14 Days to a Higher Vibration program, where I teach you all the techniques and concepts to support your energy and help you move into that higher frequency. On my own 20-year journey in spirituality, I've encountered blocks and pitfalls on the way, and in this program, I share with you all the do's and don'ts, so you don't have to waste your time figuring it out all on your own. This program is laser focused on giving you the tools for raising your vibration. Of course, we are all human, and being human means that we will experience fluctuations in energy depending on our moods and what happens in our lives. There's no escaping being human and all that comes with it. It's a bit like the weather. Sometimes it rains, but we have the power to let more sun into our lives. And yes, it might still rain sometimes, but when the rain is over, the sun comes back. And that sun is the light of your own soul. It's natural to be curious or a little bit skeptical at first, thinking if these practices will really work. But often that comes from our beliefs. Beliefs can work for us, but also against us. And guess what? I included a whole section on working with beliefs in the program. This course addresses fundamental concepts and techniques to help you raise your vibration. We are discussing grounding, balance, cleansing, boundaries, lots of guided meditations and energy work. We also explore inner child work, self-love, emotions, relationships, and much more. At the end of the course, you will even get weekly workout schedules for beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels, so you can consistently apply everything you learned. You will have lifetime access, plus a community where you can ask questions, get answers, and share experiences. So, if you want to raise your vibration, click the link below and sign up today. I am excited to see you there.
Yay, congratulations, Yancy, and thank you so much for making that new course. I know that it's so important to be in a high vibration. And, Jens and I, we don't talk about being in a high vibration from a spiritual bypassing kind of way, because of course things happen in life and sometimes we're not having a such good day. But I love how he explains that if you work on maintaining a higher vibration, when we do have some of those lows or challenges in life, we're not going through huge falls in our energy emotionally and mentally. There's slight dips and then we come up again. through learning grounding, meditation, different consciousness, spiritual practices. So love you, Yenzi, and you can go check out his new course over at the link below. And yeah, more videos with Jens and I coming out soon. We're going to do one all about 3i Atlas coming up, so stay tuned for that. And I'm wishing you all an absolutely magical month of October. I love this time of year. It's going to be very, very special, and looking forward to being with you all during this time. I'm sending so much love your way, and see you all very soon. Bye, everyone.